Number 1, determine if each relationship represents a function. Choose yes or no for each relationship. 1A, the answer is yes, because each input value, the x value, is only used one time. 1 goes with -10, 2 goes with 14, 3 goes with 14, 4 goes with 18. The 1, 2, 3, and 4 are only used one time. Letter B. Letter B is not a function because when you do the vertical line test, it touches at the top and the bottom of the graph. X values can only be used once. The line can only touch the graph one time. Letter C. Letter C is no because, again, the number 7 is used twice. X values can only be used one time. Letter D, y equals 1/4 x. That is yes, because it is in the form y equals mx plus b. The plus b, it would just be plus 0. Letter E, x equals y minus 1. Now, you might think that this is not a function, but if you rewrite the equation and add 1 to the other side to get the y by itself, you would get x plus 1 equals y, or y equals x plus 1 if you wrote it the opposite direction. This is in the form y equals mx plus b, so yes, it is a function. Number 2, write a number from the box to complete the table of values to represent a function. To be a function, the x values can only be used once. So if we look at the top row, the number 1 has already been used, so I can take that out. The number -2 has been used, 0 has been used, and 3 has been used, meaning my 3 blank spots must be filled with -3, -1, and 2. Number 3, two functions are shown below. Which statement correctly describes the rates of change of the two functions? So before I could answer the question, I need to find the rate of change. So for function A, I can see that going up 0 to 3 is going up 3. 3 to 9 is going up 6. When we write a rate of change, we write it as y over x. In this case, 6 over 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. For function A, the rate of change is 2. For function B, I have to think about the equation y equals mx plus b. M is the rate of change. So in function B, 3 is the rate of change. I can then look at my statements. Letter A, the rate of change is 2 for both function A and B, is not correct. The rate of change is 3 for both function A and B is not correct. The rate of change is greater for function A than function B is not correct. The correct answer is letter D. The rate of change is greater for function B than for function A. 3 is greater than 2, so function B is greater than function A. Number 4, for every computer that is sold, Kindle receives $250 in commissions. The amount of commissions that Peter receives can be represented by the function y equals 225x, where y is his commission and x is the number of computers sold. How much more does Kindle receive in commissions than Peter if they both sell 5 computers? So, Kindle makes $250 per computer. Peter makes $225 per computer. But they're not selling 1 computer, they're selling 5. So you have to multiply those numbers times 5 to figure how much each makes. Kindle makes $1,250. Peter makes $1,125. The question asks how much more. That tells me that I'm going to subtract. And so when I subtract 1,250 minus 1,125, I get 125. Kindle makes $125 more than Peter. Number 5. I'm going to fill in the chart by filling in the equations first. Instead of x, I'm going to use our numbers -1, 0, 1, and 2. The answers go in the next column. 2 times -1 is -2. -2 plus 8 is 6. 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 8 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 8 is 12. Number 6, Courtney belongs to a health club that charges a monthly fee of $20 plus $85 to join. Write a function to represent her costs. How much has she paid after 6 months? We know our equations have to be in the form y equals mx plus b. I need to fill in the slope and the rate of change, the rate of change and the initial value. She has a rate of change of 20 because it's $20 per month. And it's an $85 to join. It's an initial value. She has to pay the $85 first before she can do anything else. I then have to answer the question, how much has she paid after 6 months? So I plug in my value for x, which is 6. 20 times 6 gives me 120. Plus 85 equals 205. It costs $205 for 6 months. Number 7, we take our -4 and we plug it into the problem. -5 times -4 is a positive 20. 20 minus 3 is 17.